The MCU's big Doomsday shocker is far better than the alternative. San Diego Comic-Con 2024 came with massive reveals about the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, especially the much-troubled but highly anticipated Avengers 5. Once titled The Kang Dynasty, the film was intended to feature the Avengers' battle with the villainous Kang the Conqueror. Marvel Studios is making a hard pivot with the film, bringing Infinity War and Endgame directors Anthony and Joe Russo back to direct Avengers 5 and Secret Wars. No longer focusing on Kang, the upcoming film has been retitled Avengers, Doomsday, and will feature the iconic supervillain Doctor Doom, with a very familiar MCU face playing the character. Former Iron Man actor Robert Downey Jr. will play Doctor Doom in Avengers, Doomsday, marking a historic moment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Since Iron Man's heroic death in Endgame, audiences have waited with bated breath to see if Downey would ever return to the franchise in some shape or form. While many theorized that the Academy Award-winning actor would reprise his role as Tony Stark in Avengers, Secret Wars, his return as Doctor Doom comes completely out of left field. This surprise recast may have been completely unexpected, but it is even better than bringing Iron Man back from the dead. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom casting preserves Iron Man's sacrifice. Tony Stark dies in Avengers Endgame after using the Infinity Stones to destroy Thanos and his armies, saving the universe from the Mad Titan once and for all. However, the combined power of the stones proves to be too much for a mortal human body, and Tony dies surrounded by his friends and wife. Despite his shady past, Tony Stark dies a hero, making one of the greatest sacrifices in the MCU. Ever since his death, however, fans have wondered how Marvel could bring Robert Downey Jr. back for another project. Some have reasoned that the multiverse could bring Iron Man back in some other form, time travel could resurrect the original version, or some other convoluted plot point could bring the character back. Others suggested that Tony could return as an artificial intelligence, perhaps helping guide the young hero Ironheart, as he did in the comics. However, none of these explanations could avoid the biggest problem with bringing Tony Stark back. Any manner of Tony Stark's resurrection would inevitably destroy his heroic sacrifice in Avengers Endgame. As sad as Tony Stark's death was, it also tied together the entire Infinity Saga emotionally and memorably, solidifying the hero's legacy in the MCU. Bringing him back would undo this epic moment, potentially ruining it for fans. However, Marvel Studios has found the perfect way to give fans what they want without overriding one of the franchise's best moments. Bring Robert Downey Jr. back as a completely different character preserves Iron Man's sacrifice and signals to fans that Marvel wants to do something entirely new in Doomsday, rather than just rehashing its greatest hits. Doctor Doom gives RDJ a chance to show his acting skill. If Marvel is going to shell out the big bucks for Robert Downey Jr.'s MCU return, they'll want to give him an interesting role that makes the most of his appearance. Casting Downey as a villain, especially the main villain of the MCU, gives the actor a chance to really show off his skill. Downey finally won his first Academy Award only last year for the role of Louis Strauss in Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. While far from the supervillain that Doctor Doom will be, Strauss is the overarching antagonist of the film, quietly stacking the opposition against Oppenheimer in a subtly maniacal way. While he is best known for playing iconic heroes, Downey has shown in recent years that he is also a terrific villain actor.